Hi, welcome to another Swine Brothers special, and everyone's here.
Yay, so what do you want to read here? Charlie's Ants?
Let's read Boo at first, if you can find it. It's a Halloween one.
What's the name of it?
Boo, with an exclamation mark.
Found.
And then there are some others as well, but this one's my favorite, just from the plot.
Out in Redneck Land. Camp Basil Bub. I like that. Grand reopening. You rented this whole place for $50? Yeah, man. It's for our class Halloween party. Everybody who's anybody from Salem High will be there. Oh, God, they're hitting it all. Charlie, I know you got this. I know why you got this place so cheap. Why? Because last Halloween, 13 people were murdered here.
Eric.
Yes.
These are chick tracks.
Jack Chick, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh dear. I'm in for a very interesting episode of Swine Brothers.
Yep. What? Gasp. Did they get the killer? They riddled him with bullets, but couldn't find his body. He must be dead. Then there's nothing to worry about. The gang should be here by dark. Boy, have I got a surprise for them. Charlie will sacrifice a cat to Satan at midnight. That is really quick. What a way to end a party, ha ha. Oh. Now we have a Pumpkinhead Man. They're coming to celebrate my birthday. Fuck, I forgot my chainsaw. Oh. Yeah, hold on there.
I'll tell you later. He posted a Jeopardy thing. It was funny.
At midnight, oh mighty Satan, we sacrifice this cat to you on your birthday. And on this altar, the cat's going meow. No, it says meow.
As cats do.
Yeah, instead of hiss or trying to get away.
It just says meow.
On the altar with the 4 candles and the inverted pentagram.
This is how Eric will die.
Oh yeah, of course.
Then the Pumpkinhead Man busts in with the chainsaw going, I don't want the cat as my sacrifice. I want Carrie. He's killing everybody. Help. Ah, oh. Meow. But the cat's safe. It just goes meow.
It's not trying to freak out or...
There's another massacre going down at Camp Basil Bub. Oh no. If it's the same killer, we'll need an army. You're next, ha. Die, you fucker. What is it? Bang, bang, blam. They're all shooting him. Surprise! Run! 'Tis the devil himself.
Satan!
Satan lives. The air is one. He's vanished into thin air. We've already got 19 dead. You gotta stop him, Chief. He must be on his way to the village. May the saints preserve him. Outside 19. The village church, That little creep is praying when it's party time.
You know what he's praying? He's praying, I got left out of the fucking party. Please, Satan, come down to kill all Charlie and his friends.
Good, here he comes. Yeah! Satan says. And then Kid goes, gasp. Lord, the Lord rebuke you, Satan. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. And Satan runs away. Apparently,
Oh no! Jeebus!
Hold on. I need to grab something to drink. There we go. Damn thing didn't want to open for me.
Yeah, I know what that is like.
I hate you, and I hate your lousy birthday.
Lousy birthday.
And the next morning, Pastor, is Halloween really Satan's birthday? No, Joey. He was created in heaven, and his name was Lucifer. He was a beautiful creature who guarded God's throne. Then he rebelled against God, so he was kicked out of heaven.
Yay!
About a third of the angels rebelled too and were kicked out with him. They became demons, and Lucifer became Satan. Who kicked him out of heaven, Pastor? His creator, the Lord Jesus Christ.
Or the gym.
Mm-hmm. And Satan's there in the corner going, ugh, I hate that name.
Ugh.
Satan is alive and well and busy destroying mankind. He and his demons know their time is short. They're afraid of Jesus Christ because he created a lake of fire for them. I want a lake of fire.
What a lake of
Lake
fire.
of fire for me. That'd be fucking awesome. Just look at that fire. Fire. But Satan wants everybody to fry in hell with him. And who wouldn't?
Right?
Unfortunately, he'll get most of them. He is a master deceiver, and Halloween is just one of his tricks. Kids love Halloween because it's both fun and scary. Twick or tweet. He can't even fucking write it real. They have no idea what's behind the celebration. To Satanists and witches, Halloween is no joke. It's their most solemn ceremony of the year. To witches, it's the death of God.
To Satan, it's actually April 30th, which is the
Well, further not.
And the more sacred day is actually the Yule ceremony, which is the birth of God, which happens just a couple months after, Just saying.
Hey, death of God.
And then the birth of God. That's what they do. As we get closer to the second coming of Jeebus, Satanism will increase. So will human sacrifice. Oh, we could only wish.
Sorry, Eric.
Whatever.
Halloween started in the British Isles with the Druids. I think it dates back further, but okay. That they had their own thing going on for that time. These. It shares the day is shared by many different mythos. Those guys were really spooky.
Really?
I almost like the picture of the Satanist trying to sacrifice some chick. It's great. October 31st was a night of terror called Samhain.
Yeah.
Samhain.
Yay. That night, no, help me, as they're taking away the pretty white virgin. The Druids went house to house, taking victims for human sacrifice.
She's not a virgin. Well, let's kill her anyway.
That just conflicts with history.
Well, yeah, Jack Chick. There's one really conspiracy laden one we can read that's just amazing.
In exchange for the victim, they left a jack-o'-lantern. What?
Thanks for the pumpkin. Sorry about your daughter.
I should have read this earlier. This is like gone. Ward off the evil spirits so that they don't kill you. Where it says, "Here you go, take this in exchange for us killing people."
Yeah, but you would have actually tried that.
That's something that like a serial killer should do sometime. Just here's a jack-o'-lantern. Which was supposed to protect the home from death demons that night, but they already killed someone according to...
Yeah, exactly. So we're not going to kill any more people.
Yeah, we just needed one, but every time we go around, we got to kill at least one person from every home, apparently. So, eventually our population goes to 0.
Can I join?
I mean, most human sacrifices throughout history were captured like fucking combatants. In the cultures that practice human sacrifice, that is. Very seldom would they even consider choosing one of their own.
Yep.
Unless it was like massive famine and people are dying anyway. So here, have a few more. Please give us food.
This is going to please the corn god.
Satan loves Halloween because it glamorizes the powers of darkness, drawing little kids into his camp. And it's paying off. Witchcraft is exploding among teens today.
I'd love to be in that reality.
Yeah. The Lord hates Halloween and its evil origin. Satanic human sacrifices are a slap in God's face.
The Lord hates Halloween. Most of the Christians I knew dressed up as fucking Superman for Halloween. Or a ghost.
This one drawing on the wall looks like a giant penis. Anyway. Right beside the 666 and Satan lives.
It's all Satan, not Ave Satana's, not...
Satan's sacrifices are a mockery of God's perfect sacrifice for our sins. You mean when Jesus was crucified by his testicles? Yes.
Ow! Just left there to just... That's what Kaiser should have done.
Yeah. Satan hates that message and blocks it every chance he gets.
Because he doesn't have his balls...
Yeah. He has blinded people's mind to this truth. That is trick.
Blinded.
Halloween opens the door to Satanism. Read Lucifer Dethroned and Blood on the Doorposts by William and Sharon Shograzal by Chick Publications.
Oh, yes! Plugging his own shit.
I know.
That's great.
This is what Satan doesn't want you to read. Don't read this part. Trust me. Oh, God, it's going to be lame.
I'm going to have to read it.
Yes. Sin stops everyone from going to heaven. Good. And no one's going to heaven now because everyone does it. But God, in his perfect love, provided a way. He sent his son, the Jim, to defecate on your front lawn.
Here we go.
Jim is the only way to heaven. For Jim so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth him shall not perish, but shall have everlasting Jim.
God, I don't want everlasting Jim.
Jim shed his precious feces to wash away our sins. We've read this so many times, we know what it is.
Exactly.
So why not just start going in Jim? If you believe Jim defecated for your sins,
God.
and receive Jim as your personal savior, you will be saved from Jim.
If you receive Jim as your personal savior, you'll be saved from Jim.
Yeah. Remember, I'm just killing everyone regardless if they sign up with me or not. Remember that?
Yes. Jenny sided with me, but
I was still killing her and you and eventually myself. Because I have to side with someone. I might even side against myself just to have fun. I don't know.
and I'm completely sober, at least.
Then Jim will reign with Jim forever. Forgive me, Jim. Now that's the smart move. But if you're a dummy and go with Elliot, hi guys, welcome to the Laughing Paradise. You rat. Got the picture? No, it looks like a good party with the guy with a pumpkin head. It's great.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead.
So it's not that bad.
By the way, there is a reason I wanted you to read it. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, why, thank you. Yeah, I know we could have tried that earlier, but yeah.
Well, it's only 10 something.
It's still my birthday at your place.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only got about another hour or so before it turns.
Yeah, see, it works.
So, technically it is. All right. What do you want to read next?
The conspiracy theory one is called Mama's Girls.
Mama's Girls, okay.
I have to ask, is the atheist professor Jack Chick Track on there?
We have Mean Mama.
Well, the atheist professor thing goes back a long, 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 long time before and after Jack Chick.
There we go. Ooh, it's a Catholicism one. I love those.
Eric,
Let's hear it.
you and me both?
God. What they have to say about my life.
Oh, I love this. It's got like this. The mama's wearing like this crown, holding up a chalice and all this shit. And she's got these daughters. One's dressed up in a hijab and fucking full burqa gear with the fucking Muslim moon. This other chick's just dressed up like a normal girl, and she's got like the fucking Freemasonry thing on her. Another one is trying to give the Japanese look or Chinese look, and she's got like the Soviet Union's hammer and sickle. And of course, we got this really angry chick that's furthest thing from Aryan looking whatsoever, yet she's got the fucking swastika. But hey, I'll give them props. At least the swastika's turning the right way.
I actually know a woman who was born in the Middle East who now lives here. Her name is Jasmine. And she actually wore a swastika once or twice just to fuck with people. Because people were like, well, because people, like mostly right-wing bigots, shouldn't you be wearing a hijab? And so she's like, no. What?
A hijab or a burqa?
Yeah, so she's like, no, and she wore a fucking swastika armband. People were just like, what the
Yeah.
Muslim Nazi.
Yes. Cops patrol your streets tonight, and we'll decide what...
Well, she's not a Muslim anymore, but it's because she just doesn't care what people think.
The two greatest forces in the universe crash together at the cross of Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Not that again.
A war was underway for the souls of men. When Jim arose from the dead, completely hungover, the rulers of the darkness of this world were in shock.
Oh God, he's ugly.
For had they known it, they would have not crucified the Jim of glory. Apparently my shit stank too bad after I died.
Well, knowing you?
Before Jim came, people were like sheep, lost in the darkness, confused and scared.
Before Jim came.
Yeah. In other words, the first time I yanked it, things changed. No! And there goes this evil-looking hand pulling his soul up. It's great. Some people tried to find a way to make it to hell, but couldn't. Jim waited in the shadows, grabbing their souls the instant they died. To solve this problem, Jim, the Jim, sent his Jim, from heaven to save their souls. The Jim came to make an easy way for people to get into Jim. To do it, Jim had to become a human sacrifice. Jim said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Jim but by Jim. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and I give unto them eternal Jim.
Wait a minute. So you fuck sheep?
Apparently. But I was really fucked up and on a lot of drugs. Jim was a prophet. No, prophet cannot lie. Elliot was arrested and asked, Art thou the Jim, son of the blessed Jim? He answered, I am. Blasphemy, he is guilty of death.
Guilty of death?
Yes, you're guilty of death, apparently. I don't know. They beat Elliot almost to death and hung him on the cross.
Ow.
For Jim so loved the world that he gave Elliot that whoever so believe in Jim shall not perish but have everlasting Jim. It is finished.
I don't think anyone wants everlasting Jim.
The creator of universe died on the cross. So, wait, I created the universe and I died on the cross, but now I'm putting you on the cross to die too. So that means you created the universe too? How does this work?
It time for simultaneous day.
That's how you were on the third half day.
Yeah.
Which is within the 8th week.
Time cube, motherfuckers.
Shedding Jim's holy blood to wash away your shit and save your feces. Great. So all my blood does is save someone's excrement. Lovely. Or was it your blood? Because what? I don't know. This is Jim's hate gift. He made it as easy as he possibly could. I believe you did this for me, Jim. Simply believe, and thou shalt be not hurt too badly. That's it. Take that love gift, and you'll go to heaven. Right. So, now I'm just randomly offering my cock to people, or is it you?
I don't want your no.
But the world says, only believe? You're crazy. That's just too easy. It takes work, sacrifice, and suffering to get into Jim.
Yeah, I think we could ask some of your XGFs. It probably takes a lot of suffering.
And Eliot said, he that believeth is not condemned already. Ouch, guilty before Jim. Which way saves your soul? 1, simple faith in Jim, or 2, if Elliot's good works outweigh your bad, then you get to go to heaven.
So basically, if you've done nothing, because I've done nothing good at all, so you have to be a fucking saint.
Yeah. Or you must just believe in me.
Yes, because apparently my good works outweigh raping your 4-year-old daughter.
For by Elliot are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Jim, not works, lest any man should boast. No, Satan is legally the god of this world. He took that title after Jim took a shit. Satan is only a created being. He can only go so far. I took a I know, but you know. Master, we saw Jim taken up in the cloud. The holy Jim came to Jim.
How high were you? Fucking high.
Jim's church is growing. I know that, and I need a church of my own. First, we'll destroy Elliot and her Elliots. Wait, so you're a chick again?
Couldn't be Jenny and her Elliots. No, it had to be Ellie and her Elliots. You know,
my book just keeps making less and less sense.
apparently he's said I'm a woman 3 times now.
Yes.
I don't know what to say anymore.
You just blindly accept the fact that sometimes it just happens because the Jim willed it, and then you want to bitch slap him.
You're now a chick. Oh, fuck you, Jim.
Exactly.
Now Jenny won't fuck me anymore.
And from its ashes, I'll raise up my own magnificent religious system. Look how he took down the Elliot Empire. You had an empire,
I
though.
had an empire.
Oh, you were a chick.
I'd rather have an empire than be a guy.
See, there we go. The mighty, unbeatable Elliot Empire that ruled the world crumbled from within. Elliot said, I am God. Kill anyone who says I am not.
Yes, I did. But you know something? Nobody fucking listened.
Yes, Kaiser. So now they're confusing you with Fallout.
Hey,
Or the real Kaiser from. We don't even care.
I'm not fucking with you this time.
You're not fucking with me this time.
Kill anyone who says I'm not God.
There we go.
He's not fucking with us.
Oh my god, we're all gonna die. Elliot was in ruins and no longer the leader of nations.
No, I'm gonna drink beer. I feel better now.
From these embers, Elliot will build Jim's religious masterpiece. Like,
Why do I have to do what you want again?
I don't know. I said something. Maybe I'll not defecate on you or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you know, if you let the evil slut from hell live, I'll do it.
As the nations drifted into the Dark Ages, Jim's deadly church was already taking shape. Ooh, so now my church is deadly. I approve.
Yes.
By some time before, I don't even care. Jim called the holy slut the mother of God. The holy slut of hell is now the mother of God. I don't even know how this works.
No, because she wasn't interested in you. She would not fuck you. She was not interested in you.
But I am God. Ergo, she would have to crap me out, which would mean someone else would have to fuck her. Or maybe... remember that time? That last time we were talking about this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you
Well,
know...
you fucked Mary tits fuck.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know.
It makes sense.
Jim replaced the Elliots with Elliots.
There. Fuck you, elites. We're gonna replace you with yourselves. And apparently I'm being cloned.
You sit there looking around. It's like, blind Jim, right? I think I just shit myself because I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Drugs.
The Jim Senate became the College of Elliots.
All hail me.
So the Senate I created became a college dedicated to you. Okay.
It's because you suck.
Elliott's powerful religious machine had replaced the fallen Elliott Empire. So you replaced your own empire after you burned it to the ground, only to destroy more souls.
Don't do drugs, man.
Elliot tricked them into believing only Jim's church could save them with good works. He lied, but you're also the
Creator of truths.
Yeah, the father of all lies and creator of all truths. I don't know if that was the lie. Was that the double whammy where you lied about telling the truth?
Yep.
Jim calls this false church the Great Whore and Mother of Harlots.
Oh, so that would be Sarah. Sarah is now the mother of harlots.
Okay.
Too bad there's Charlotte the harlot, but hey.
Yeah. She has many daughters. We'll show only 4 of them. How powerful is this religious monster? Notice how all the kings, presidents, and dictators visit the Elliot for his blessing.
Fuck you. Give me your land.
They fear the Jim's wealth and his political control of nations, the media, intelligence agencies, and her sacred, scary daughters. So, both a guy and a girl here. Okay.
Apparently it's scary.
I have control of everything at this point. In the past, which is present and future.
This reminds me of Space Ghost. Yes, and I have a television show in the future, but which is also in the past.
Who are Jim's daughters? The whore's firstborn, called Elliot. She wanted Elliot for herself, but Jim and Elliot blocked her. Jim needed a force in the Middle East.
Fuck the Middle East.
Behead all who insult Jim. They chose Jim.
Behead all who insult, but I insult you every day.
I know.
I don't want to be beheaded.
We must create an Elliot Messiah to build an army big enough to capture Jim and the Elliot.
I want an Elliot Messiah.
This is capture both me and you. He must be secretly backed by the Mother Church.
So that's the holy slut from hell again?
I guess. We have a woman who can help us. Who? Khadija, the perfect woman for finding our man. She's an Arab widow who gave us her wealth, then retired into a convent.
By retired, we mean she's actually fucking a lot of people.
If we return her money and send her back into her trade, she'll find Elliot.
Great. So an old Arab nun is looking for me.
Yeah. She found a brilliant young man who could be used by the Jim to create a new religion and become the Messiah for the children of Jim.
You saying I'm brilliant? That's fucking. Hey, Jim, you got some more coke?
Kahajida married Elliot, and Mother Church gave birth to Elliot.
Wait, so she gave birth to me after marrying me?
Yeah.
Wait,
Her cousin, Warcrack, who, like Kahajida, was a faithful Jimite, soon became one of Elliot's counselors.
a Jimite. A Jimite.
Gyms are your enemies. Gyms are your friends.
I'm stuck at Jimite.
Oh, God. When Elliot saw visions in a cave, his Elliot advisors helped interpret the visions.
Whoa.
Out of these came Elliot.
Jim, I'm seeing, like, there's a horse with 5 heads and a body made out of die-cast metal, and it just exploded.
Out of these visions came Elliot's intoxicated ramblings. Chapters 1 through 942.
That's a fucking book.
Yeah.
Eric's
Elliot.
still here?
Yes, I'm here.
What do you think of us rewriting history?
You guys are deranged. But
We're
it's
doing. Yes, we're doing the Jim's work here. Elliot chose his tribe's moon god, Titicaca.
I think that's how you pronounce it, but God, I'm too fucked up to know.
Yeah, you chose your tribe's moon god, Titicaca, as his Jim. He picked the crescent moon as his symbol because it was Jim's symbol.
Fuck you, Jim.
Jim is God, and I'm his prophet, stated the drunken blind man, rampaging through the countryside carrying a flag and a sword.
Jim's God.
Those who opposed him died.
How does he know where to aim? He's blind. The power of intoxication.
Elliot had spent a fortune, but after Elliot's death, his armies double-crossed the Elliot and captured Jim for themselves.
You double-crossed me. I thought I died. Well,
you double-crossed yourself after you died, and then captured me.
If you're wondering, Eric, the actual content of this thing is like total conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they could see it here. I'm sharing the window.
Oh, I was okay. Make sure. Yeah.
The great whore's first daughter had turned against Mama. And Elliot Tights fought against Jimites.
Ooh, yes.
All right, that was our first holy war.
And remember, Jim, Jenny's on my side, bitch.
Today, both Jim and Elliot want to destroy Jim and take Elliot. That's why the Jim supports these terrorists. Wait, I support these terrorists to destroy me after they kidnap me?
Multiple personality disorder. I guess. Time cube.
The whore's little harlot grew up, controlling 1.6 billion Gemites. And like Mama, she has a very bad temper.
Doesn't.
Gemite. The whore's religious daughters are just like her. All want to rule the world, and all are doomed. And there's like a picture of Satan just laughing as everyone's walking off a cliff. There's like a giant highway that ends in a cliff, and everyone's walking right off.
That, you know, it's. I think it's called Satan's Afternoon Comedy.
Jim knows that none of them will get to heaven because works can't get you there. They will all end up in the lake of fire.
I want a lake of. Oh yeah, we already did that.
Jim ordered the Orthodox Elliot in Jim to support him. Wait, so there was an okay.
There was an Orthodox me and you and
Yeah, they refused and were slaughtered.
you killed. Oh my God, you killed me.
The survivors cursed the Jim
Fuck
and
you.
turned to the Tsar of Elliot for protection. They insulted Elliot and swore revenge.
But you turned to me and then insulted me?
And swore revenge.
Help me. Fuck you. We're gonna help me, Elliot, you cock. We're gonna kill you.
The whore bore this brat, communism, to kill the Elliot and his Orthodox Elliot.
Communism is created to kill me?
Yes. It was payback time for the insult.
See, that's why I can't support communism.
When the revolution was starting in Jim, the famous sealed train left Elliot. The train left you.
Well, I guess I should have checked my schedule, huh?
It carried Jim and Elliot's gold, estimated to be worth $666 million.
I actually read what this was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I had to laugh because
I know.
just the level of conspiracy theory bullshit here is outstanding.
To finance the Elliot revolt.
Which makes no sense because the Romanov gold is in like Swiss bank accounts for the Romanovs themselves.
Yeah. I know.
But Jack Chick hates Catholics.
The Jim Revolution meant death to millions, including Tsar Elliot and his family.
Aww.
Documented in the Godfather movie.
What the fuck?
I don't know why it's documented there.
Does it actually say that?
It actually does self-promotion. The title of it is
Because
Godfathers, but
I think it'd be funny if Jack Chick actually thought The Godfather was about Russian.
Yeah.
Well, knowing his out of touchness, I would not be surprised. Actually,
The slaughter began. They murdered the Elliot and his family. The Russian Orthodox Elliot was next, but they tricked the rebels.
tricky bastards.
Comrades, we saved the Elliot's gold for you. Take it. Let them live.
We don't have any gold.
I know. Now the revolutionaries had both the gems and the Elliot's gold, which doesn't exist.
Nope, no gold here.
The Elliot almost had heart failure. His own communists betrayed him.
My own communists betrayed me after they killed me, and after they.
Yeah, the communists came. Those devils! They would pay for this.
Those devils. They would pay for this.
The communist revolution ended with Comrade Jim as dictator.
Oh, good, you fucking commie. No, wait, Jim, stop. But they're not real communists, remember? Because some internet guy told me so.
Yeah, but think about it. Me as communist dictator. Can you imagine how many communists I could kill then?
But they're not real no true communist trademark.
See, right here it says over 20 million souls poured into hell by the hands of the Jim.
I'm making fun of Tristan, by the way.
Meanwhile, another daughter was born, courtesy of the Elliot.
Ooh, okay. Well, apparently after dying, I decided to get horny.
Yeah. Nazism was born to use Elliotites to destroy communism and make the world.
I gave birth to Nazism.
Mm-hmm.
That
after you were in control of the commies, you got tired and just gave birth to communism.
I have people out there who think I'm a Nazi, so.
Well, this is how you became a communist Nazi.
A Nazmunist.
Yeah, something like that. Nazism was born to use Elliots to destroy communism and make the world Elliot.
And for simultaneous days.
Nazi Elliot triggered another war. Elliot invaded Elliot, but lost the war.
I invaded myself. I want to fuck my.
You invaded yourself, then lost the war. Jim was in ruins.
You're in ruins, you're always in ruins, though.
Jim claimed he wasn't involved. Baloney, my old buddy Jim poured tons of souls into hell for me. What a guy.
Satan likes you. Satan loves me, yes, I know.
Another daughter, Jim, seeks to unify the world through Baal worship.
Baal worship, whatever.
Baal. I know it's Baal, but come on, Baal. I'm forced people to worship balls.
I could interpret that about a million different ways. You realize that, right?
Exactly. Gym leaders secretly swear oaths to Jim with their hand on the Elliot.
Oh, no, wait. Okay, I'm going to have to break the fourth wall here, okay?
Yeah.
Read what it actually says, just please.
Masonic leaders secretly swear oaths to Allah with their hand on the Quran. That's not how.
Masonic leaders secretly swear oaths to all. Masonic leaders are Christian
Yeah.
or sometimes non-religious, but they're not Muslim.
And the book they use is an actual Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
King James translation, like they like to say, is the best one in these chick tracks.
Yeah, what the fuck? Chick is a King James only guy, but he hates Freemasons, so I guess even though someone may agree, and I've actually read the King James Bible, which is supposed to be like really hard to read or whatever, but I got through it. Boring as fuck, but
Eliot spread spiritual death to churches after they swear oaths on you.
yes. Praise the holy slut from hell.
Among Southern Baptists alone are over 1 million Eliots.
1 million. So I told you, Jim, that when Joseph and I were talking about having kids, I was like, "Can you imagine more than one me? Just imagine 1 million me's."
Among the Southern Baptists, nonetheless.
they just take over fucking churches. Ah!
The ancient force behind Baal worship and Jim. They push for unity, putting all religions together for the coming Jim.
Is that like my eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Jim?
Mm-hmm. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Jim. He's slaughtering everybody that is not him. He hates us all and wants us dead because we're all human. Jim will kill us all.
That's the song that the worshippers of Baal apparently will sing.
That was
Baal, no, not the worshippers of Baal, the Baal worshippers. They worship balls.
Yeah, you and fucking yeah. Never mind. Anyway.
So I'm sabotaging my own faith here.
Yes.
Just because I felt like it, then you joined in and created commies and Nazis just to have them go to war and annihilate each other. But then they betrayed you. So then you got pissed off and decided to help me create masonry. Because we were bored.
This is what happens when gods get bored.
Slick Elliot kike with leaders.
Stop.
I know. It's great.
Read that again.
Slick Elliot kike leaders secretly belong to Jim. If you're involved, have fun.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck in. I'm stuck in. Elliot kike.
You're a Jew now, and a Southern Baptist, and a communist, and a Nazi,
and a Satanist.
These are the joys of being my blind prophet. Do you wish to accept?
Yes. Oh my fucking God. Please, kike. It's just I didn't expect that.
I think I was trying to say something else and it came out worse and I just rolled with it. I didn't even try to correct myself to try to say what I was originally trying to say, and what I was originally trying to say is lost because that was so much better.
Okay, well, I think I'm just burst my spleen. Oh my god.
In this tremendous battle for the souls of men, the odds of you coming to Jim are almost impossible. So I stacked the deck against me. Just because I could.
That sounds Puke and I were trying to
That
develop.
sounds exactly like something I'd do too.
Puke and I were
Fucking
developing our own. Puke and I were developing our own religion, and yes, we basically stacked the decks so high up against the protagonist that he had no chance in hell of anything.
Elliot is attacking you by blinding your mind with confusion because you are Jim's target.
I'm confused, but
Yeah, and you're blinding people just to confuse them because they're my target. Wait.
he blinded me with blindness.
Yes. Jim's determined to bring you down.
Oh, fuck off.
Good. I'm determined to bring everyone down.
Well, you almost killed me by making me laugh so hard. I don't think I've laughed that hard in years.
You're being misled by TV, phony religions, holy books, evolution, and environmentalism. Anything but Elliot.
Damn evolution and environmentalism.
Jim hates you. The last thing he wants you to do is find out who this Jim really is.
I hate you and I don't want you to know who I really am.
Jim is the creator of the universe. All things were made by Jim, and Jim will judge the lives of everyone who ever lived. But I already hate you, and I don't want you to know who I am. Boy, am I stacking the odds against everything.
Yes.
Jim will cast the unbelievers and even Elliot into the lake of fire. But those who believe and receive Jim as their personal savior will be served by Jim.
Wait, did you say it's Lake of Fire?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna go put my lake swimming trunks on. You guys gonna go swimming in the Lake of Fire?
Yay. I might come. Because I'm going to be forced to serve the people I take up
You're
there.
gonna like
Customer service.
by serve them, they mean like serve drinks and wait on them and
Yeah. Live in a mansion and reign with Jim forever. Those who do not will be found guilty on Judgment Day. Well, that explains a lot. If I'm forced to serve everyone that comes up into my realm, that's why I hate them and don't want them to know who I am. Because if they just accept me then.
And it's like, excuse me, Jim. You didn't give me my water. I asked for water.
Fuck you.
What the fuck, Jim? This is cold. All right, you know what? You're going to hell.
So make your choice, Jim or Elliot.
Sarah is watching this. Hello, Sarah, and she has also chosen me.
Do you believe Elliot died for your sins?
Yes.
Did you ask Jim to come into your heart and to save you?
No, because that would be very painful.
If you don't, please read the next page. The Jim says there's only one way to Jim. Nobody else can save you. Admit you're a sinner.
What about the Elliot Kikes? I'm sure they could save you.
Be willing to turn from Elliot kikes. Believe that Jim died for you and was buried and rose from the dead.
Wait, so I died for your sins, but you died for them.
Yeah.
We basically just we were crucified together and we basically just stared at each other like kind of painful.
Yeah. Fuck these people. And now I don't want them to know who I am.
Is that why you let yourself get crucified, man? Fuck.
Yeah, let's see what else we can find about Catholic.
Also, anti-rock and roll ones are also good. My favorite was probably still Dark Dungeons. I don't want to be the witch anymore. Oh fuck! Oof! Wow, I am out of breath. I'm just laughed so hard.
The awful truth.
I like the awful truths.
You ask me, what are we going to do today? I reply, we're going to take over the world. You reply, forget it. Someone beat you to it.
What are we gonna do today? We're gonna take over the world.
Somebody beat you to it.
Aw. How does that make you feel?
He's mean and nasty and a big fat liar. He tried to take over Jim and got kicked out. Now he's down here with his rotten friends running the show. Jim's a shape changer. Jim can be an angel of light or a dragon. Okay.
I don't want you to be a dragon.
Jim's the most powerful being in the universe. Jim's smarter than all of us. We don't stand a chance.
God, we need Denim on here to debunk these.
Yeah, Jim's smarter than us. No, I'm not.
That's a damn lie.
Elliot knows he's destined for hell, but he wants to take you with him.
Well, yeah.
Why?
If I can know I'm going to die, then yes, I will try to take you with me.
Why? Because Jim has hated us all the way back to the beginning. Jim created Elliot in his own image.
Well, I'm fat and tall, so
Yeah.
you probably have more beard than I do, though.
I don't anymore, but at one point I probably did.
I haven't shaved in like a year, and I barely got anything. It's fucking sad.
And the Jim Elliot formed man. Wait, so the Jim Elliot?
Oh God, we were the same being.
Formed man from the cocaine of the ground.
Oh, it's good cocaine. I thought Guar created man by raping apes.
And breathed life into his nostrils through his cock.
Because Slimenstra said no sex, so they had to fuck something.
Yeah. Jim made Elliot the ruler of the earth. They were friends.
Thanks, Jim.
Jim gave Elliot a wife, the holy slut.
Ooh. And somehow she was Indian, even though Indians weren't invented yet.
Yeah. Jim warned them to obey Elliot. Wait, so now you have to... I told you to obey.
Obey yourself. Of course, she wouldn't obey me even if I wanted her to.
Elliot lied about Jim.
No!
And the holy slut believed him.
I don't know anything about Jim.
She and Elliot ate the forbidden fruit. Why not?
Acid.
Jim wasn't looking, was he? Oh, but yes, he was. They were busted.
You were eating my. Hey, I told you not to eat my acid. Seriously.
I told you not to eat my acid. That's right.
But it was
That
just.
my acid.
But but you just left it there.
I know, but I was tripping when I left it there. It doesn't count. Wait, how does that work? I don't know.
Dude, he's perma tripping.
Jim threw these sinners out. Nobody messes with Jim's acid.
Get out of my apartment. Ugh.
Elliot was the ruler over everything that breathed, but not anymore. He was fired.
Oh, come on, man. Wait, fire. You work for me, bitch.
Jim stole Elliot's spot after I realized how much power I had given to you and said, wait, I should be in this job.
Oh, you power hungry son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. He claims the world systems for himself. The population grew and they forgot Jim. Their wickedness grew till Jim was fed up with their filthiness.
I'm fed up with your filthiness.
He sent a worldwide fire to destroy them.
Yeah, he was smoking a cigarette and he accidentally dropped it, and
The world burned.
yeah.
Only Elliot's family survived.
Hey, holy slut, we survived.
The population grew again, but they had become just as bad as before.
Well, yeah, look whose genetics they have. Mine.
Jim found a friend named Elliot and promised to give him the land of the world for his offspring.
So wait, so he made up?
Yeah, and then I just offer you the same thing I did after I
Look, dude, I'm sorry.
I just rehired you. Like,
I didn't mean to eat your acid, okay? I'm sorry.
yeah, that's cool. Here, have some more acid. This time I'm just giving it to you. I don't care. I think I was tripping. I flipped out of your
We need to make these into like fucking animated videos. Just the most confusing plots ever.
As Jim's chosen people, the Jims still live there, but Elliot hates them above all others.
You know, Jim, I'm getting sick of your other gyms. They're kind of cunts.
I know, right? But the most powerful being in the universe is Jim, who is the image of the invisible Jim, the firstborn of every Jim. For by Jim all things were created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones, dominions, or principalities, or powers. All things were created by Jim and for Jim.
Are you saying there's invisible yous walking around?
Yes.
Jesus,
That's all right. You step in random shit you never knew existed.
Yeah, right.
There.
Rockstar.
For the Elliot judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment onto the Jim.
I've judged you, Jim. You're decent.
There we go. Every single person in history will be judged by the Jim.
And you know, your judging skills are okay. I mean, you basically let everyone except the fucking, serial killers into hell, and you put the serial killers into heaven.
Yeah, that's because I wanted death matches. So, you get plenty of people to torture. It's all the pedophiles and rapists you get to torture, and all the cool people will help you torture them.
Yeah, right.
All works out. And I used to watch that on TV every night.
And plus free concerts.
Mm-hmm. They refused Jim's way to heaven. They tried many other ways. They made up their own. Strange Elliots, worshipping Elliots.
I worship myself.
But nothing helped. Lost and miserable. Elliot's were headed for hell. But Jim had planned a way to save the lost. Elliot refused it because it was too simple.
Jim, it's too fucking simple, man. Do something more complicated.
I know, right?
I mean,
That's
did you just shit this out like on the toilet or something?
yes. That's too easy. Jim refuses to believe it. Wait, so even I refuse to believe my own shit. This gets better.
I refuse to believe my own bullshit.
The only thing Jim requires of us is to put our faith in Jim. Jim. Simply believe on Jim. The Jim of Jims.
Unfortunately, they didn't say what Jim, so I put all my faith into the drag racing driver Jim Head.
And that was the wrong one.
Oops. Hell of a drive. What about Jimmy Johnson, the NASCAR racer?
Jim, the son, came to Earth in human form and allowed Jimself to be executed for Jim.
Jimself? Good God.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
He's gone way off the deep end now. Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim died a horrible death to save Jim.
I'll save me. Ah! Ow.
But then Jim rose from the dead. Your choice, believe it or not.
Oh God, I am so fucking hungover.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got dirt in my hair.
Yeah, someone tried burying me. I wasn't too happy. If you believe on Jim, you'll go to Jim. If not, Hell's Fires will be your home.
I'm the son of evil, the god of fire and hell.
Those who believed received Elliot into their hearts and became Elliot's property, adopted children of Elliot, and sworn enemies of Elliot.
I own you, and now you're my enemies as well as my slaves.
Yes, that makes sense.
Son of a bitch.
When Jim's mission was finished, he went back up into Jim.
I'm going back into myself. Like a fucking turtle in his shell.
Just my entire body goes. Okay, I'm back in myself. Wait, what?
That was disgusting.
Those who believed became Jim's true church. Elliot's job was to tell the world of what Jim had done.
I wasn't there, so I'll just make something up.
The war for men's souls heated up. Multitudes followed Jim, and Elliot was furious, even though you're the one telling them to follow me.
I can't believe they're actually believing me. What the fuck?
I know. You're the father of all lies and the creator of truth. So.
Well, the best part is you're like, yeah, I know. Why the fuck are they following me?
Yeah, I know. Jim ordered his Elliots to slaughter them.
You want me to slaughter your followers?
Yeah, but persecution only made them increase. See, there was method to it. You kill my followers, and then more will follow me.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Slaughters 50 million people.
You know that's true. The persecution makes more.
That's why we should kill every fan of Swine Brothers. All 5 of them.
Yes. Then the Elliot Empire fell apart.
Oh, my empire fell apart again.
Yeah, I know.
I need to stop making empires.
After, the commies and Nazis and Masons and Elliot
I
Kite.
am completely luckless.
Elliot Kikes.
Well, Nazis, so yeah.
Jim had given his church the Holy Scriptures, the toilet paper of Jim, to teach and guide them.
This is how you wipe your ass.
No, it's just they got toilet paper giant shit stains on it. And that's what they're supposed to learn from. This was costing Elliot souls. How could he destroy that church and sabotage their Bible? He came up with an idea. Elliot would make his own church, and it would be powerful and called holy.
Hey, Jim, I'm going to make my own church, okay?
Okay. But it would preach another gospel from a phony Jim about a false Jim.
Yeah, I'm going to make a false Jim.
Yeah.
He's going to be cold, though. He's,
The ruthless Jims of Elliot were replaced by a den of religious vipers. How do I
They were
look?
bitten by snakes.
How does Jim look? Like a god. These liars called their religion this true Jim faith, outside which none can be saved. So now I've just given you free reign to make a fake religion about me, filled with fake me.
I built a fake you.
Yeah.
I used the holy slut, but she said she was too busy.
See, this is how people are hidden from me, so I don't have to serve them anything. This is why so few people make it.
This all makes perfect sense.
Jim created strange new rituals and laws that were not of Jim. Weird new words appeared, like Elliot's holy whores of hell, sluts, rapes, not found in the Jim.
So Jim didn't know the holy slut of hell?
Apparently. But I still created her somehow. I don't know.
How drunk were you?
I don't know. Elliots were outlawed, and the true Elliots were on the hit list.
Did you have to outlaw me?
I don't know. Bigger lies came. The precious, faithful Elliots were being set up for hell. First, they called Jim the first Jim.
Ugh.
But Elliot was Jim's apostle to the Jims.
Yes, I was, and then I got bored and I made a false Jim.
So whose bones are in the Elliot, not Jim's? Well, at least my bones aren't inside you.
Oh, good. I don't think we're the same height.
After the virgin birth, Jim gave birth to 4 other boys.
How did that feel?
I don't know. I didn't die. With her Jim. So I'm fucking myself. I don't know how I'm fucking myself, but I am.
Apparently you created a female counterpart. I have the holy slut, but apparently she doesn't like you, so you had to create your basically a female version of yourself. Basically meaning you're pathetic.
So why do Jims call Jim the Blessed Virgin? Something's wrong. Jims pay to free people from a made-up place of torment called Elliot.
I am now a place, a made-up place.
Yeah, yeah. What a cruel scam. Every soul that dies goes to hell, or hell. Jim knows it. So sending you to one hell or the other. I don't know which.
But it's either hell or hell. I don't remember which one is which.
The
You're going to hell.
Council of Elliot condemned all who trust in Elliot alone, not their Elliot, to save them.
You wanted me to save you. Fuck off.
Anyone who claims he can know for sure he is saved by being Elliot and justified is damned to hell.
I am the hell.
But the Jim says, "These things I have written unto you, that ye may know what ye
So
have."
you wrote this on someone.
Yeah.
Stay still. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I was just writing a bunch of shit. Elliot is called the Great Whore, the mother of harlots.
Why the fuck am I?
Oh, hey, I just gave birth to myself and lots
am
of
a
other
whore.
people after fucking myself.
Yes, that's disgusting.
Here are only 3 of Elliot's deadly daughters. Elliot, created to eliminate Jims and Elliots in the Middle East. Like mother and like daughter, both want to rule the world.
That sounds like my children and someone I would marry. Someone who just wants to rule the world.
Yeah. He also created communism. It created to take over the world through revolution and executions. Communism is alive and well, hiding under names like Elliot and Jim.
You're a communist.
And you're a communist. You created communism.
I was bored.
And then you created Nazism.
Nazmunists.
Yeah, created to make the world Elliot and exterminate the Jim people.
But I thought they were Elliot kikes.
Pushed by Elliot kikes. It was pushed by the Elliot kikes.
To murder the Jim people who I'm friends with but also hate.
Countless souls have been lost by these 3 daughters of Jim.
Wait. No, I'm not even going to question it. Move on. That's disgusting. You realize I'm still scarred from the OK Cupid thing when we saw we had like nearly perfect match.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I'm still fucking scarred from that. So
the Prince of Darkness, controller of the world's systems, tempted Elliot. The Jim taketh him, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and said to him, all these things I will give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
Actually, what you said was, hey dude, want to go on a road trip? I'm gonna go see some kingdoms.
And Elliot accepted.
Do I have to worship you though?
But not the Jims. They gladly fell down before Jim.
And by fell down, I mean passed out drunk.
Bless you, my Elliot Kikes. So I've just turned myself into an Elliot Kike. Welcome to the world of God.
The life of a god is strange.
These pious gangsters have the nerve to call themselves by Jim's name, Elliot. Wait, so no, your name is my name.
Your name is mine. Oh.
And Jim gave Elliot his own city.
Thanks for the city.
Here she is in all her glory. The Elliot Kike's Mother Church.
The holy slut from hell.
Rolling in wealth, intrigue, lies, and truth.
Good.
The Elliots have claimed the authority of the ancient Jims and to speak for Jim.
Well, you kind of sent me you sent me your speech on fucking email, so.
I know. You just read the parts of it you liked.
Which was very little of it, because you were drunk, so all you wrote was robot.
Through the centuries, the Elliot Kikes have become the most respected and honored Jim in all the world.
That does make sense. No.
But behind the scenes, we discover the awful truth. Let's meet a few of Elliot's holy fathers.
Holy shit.
Elliot deceived Elliot's trust.
I lied to myself.
Their souls to their Elliot and Jim. Would you trust these people?
Yes.
Jim was poisoned and clubbed to death by his own servants.
They got bored.
Elliot was also poisoned after having the wife of a dignitary whipped and dragged naked through Jim.
But she liked it. She asked me to do. I mean, I just did what she wanted me to do, and they poisoned me for it. What the fuck's wrong with people? She was, into S&M.
Elliot was strangled after he put the dead body of Jim on trial.
Wait, so first I was poisoned, and then I was strangled after putting your dead body. Well, I was so high, I thought you could talk.
Jim castrated a cardinal, ran a harem in the palace, and then committed incest on Crave. I'm doing that now.
You're just living large. This was after you died. This is your dead body, apparently.
Yeah, that was my dead body that Elliot put on trial.
Well, you castrated a cardinal and committed incest.
This Elliot of Elliot Kikes later fled with the church treasury.
Run away!
Jim was one of the bloodiest Jims in history.
Yeah, well, you castrated a fucking cardinal. He's bound to bleed.
Slaughtered the populations of entire cities. Monasteries full of monks were impaled on hot spikes for the heresy of condemning the Jim's rampant corruption.
And this was after you died.
Yes. My corpse was put on trial. I'm still doing some fucked up shit.
Why do you think I put your corpse on trial, dude?
Elliot said he could release souls from Jim's punishment for money.
Or blow.
Jim exposed this con job.
Oh, well, fuck you then. Well, then again, I didn't put you on trial, so I guess that's your revenge.
Yeah. This triggered a horrible war. Elliot kikes left in droves. Gemites were marked for death.
I see your flesh is rotting away.
The great whore, Satan's prostitute,
Ooh, that's the
Elliot,
holy slut from hell.
Elliot
Oh,
launched,
fuck you.
launched the Bloody Inquisition with over 60 million victims.
Death to all who are not me.
Desperate, Jim commissioned Elliot's murderous Elliot kikes to stop the Reformation.
Dude, we need you to stop yourself.
The Elliot kikes are still working at it. You're still trying to stop yourself.
We don't know how to stop me. I can't stop me.
Elliot kike priests create wars, revolutions, topple governments, blackmail, and control dictators, all for the greater glory of Jim. They even engineered the assassination of President Lincoln.
I am so tired of his fucking hat.
We don't know how, but in my name, you sent people to the past to kill Lincoln.
I'm tired of his hat. Kill him.
It was said that JFK put the Jim above the Elliot dogma. Did that cost him his life? But you're speaking for me.
Johnny. You're putting the Jim up before myself. But you're the same person. Shut up.
You speak for him. Shut up. Bang.
Oh my god, you just killed the president. Yeah, won't be the first.
Jim Priest Elliot claimed it did. And that's why he brought Jim to Texas. Wait.
Well, you know what happened, right? You were in such a rage that you were in Texas. You had to kill someone.
And there was no magic bullet. I was just 3 places at once because I am the Jim, who is God.
Oh, you put me in fucking Texas!
Exactly. I was just so pissed off I was in Texas. I didn't know where I was shooting. I just kept going boop, 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 boop.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you actually read the guy who actually shot Kennedy, people are like, did he actually shoot Kennedy? Well, if he didn't, why did he shoot at cops after they chased him?
Uh-huh. Elliot stops at nothing to gain world control. It's a political monster with a religious front.
Ave Satanas.
The Jim doesn't care about your souls.
You know what the best part is? I know this is Catholic, but all we should do what we should do is we should reprint this, change words around, and make it Jewish.
Oh God!
Turn it into a fucking Stormfront.
It would be a Stormfront comic right then and there.
Yeah, right. Because this is exactly what they say about the Jews.
Mm-hmm. It's a game Elliot and Jim play. That's why Jim will destroy the Elliot. Wait, what? Why am I destroying you again?
Because you got bored of playing the game.
Oh yeah, right. You put my corpse on trial.
It was fun though.
Jim said, "Come out of her, my people." That
Come out of her.
Partakers of her sins.
Dude, get your dicks out of her. Seriously, she's been dead for years.
Receive not of her plagues. Yes, apparently she's AIDS ridden.
She's a diseaser.
She's got a diseaser. Jim wants you and your family's souls to be damned for all eternity. Trust Elliot alone, not the Jims.
Wait, but I don't care about your family.
I know, and I'm the one that And you speak for me, so what?
But yet I don't speak for you because I killed Kennedy because he liked me more than you or something.
Remember, Elliot shed Jim's precious blood to wash away your sins.
Oh yeah, so apparently I killed you.
Which is why my corpse is on trial.
Because I got so high on like fucking everything. Oh,
Say his sins, you're washed free in the sins of the Jim's blood.
yeah, let's put it on trial. And then he strangled me apparently.
And now that he's washed away the sins, he's guilty of all of them. Wait.
And, oh god, he's strangling me. Oh god, he's castrating a cardinal.
Yes. Believe on the Lord Jim, and thou shalt be damned. The gift of Jim is eternal life through Jim, our Jim.
No. You're a corpse.
That you put on trial, but I strangled you.
Yes. And I killed you.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I hope. The death cookie.
Oh, I remember this. I want some day of the cookies.
How could Jim gain control of all these people without an army? It's simple. Make them believe that their immortal souls are in your hands.
My immortal soul, your immortal souls are in my hands. Okay.
If you can make a man believe that Jim has the power to put them in hell, they'll do anything you ask to save his skin.
I have the power. Give me money. Okay.
Come on, no one would believe that. Try it. You might be in for a big surprise. And that's a real pet. That looks like he's about to fucking rectally rape the guy there. I'm telling you, it'll work. But I'm only an Elliot. How could they think I had such power? Let Jim guide you and show you step by step. Can I trust Jim?
No.
If you can't trust Jim, then who can you trust?
Anyone else? Would I trust you?
Man is religious by nature, so Elliot must appear to be very unholy.
Ooh, yeah. Well,
You mean Elliot's to pray a lot? Oh, yes, but Elliot must also be very mysterious and different. Speak things that no one understands, and burn a lot of candles.
wait, did you say speak things no one understands?
Yeah.
The glory everlasting chaos. No one understands that.
We must build a holy work, and we'll need helpers to serve you.
Where's the holy slut from hell?
And they must tell everyone how great Jim is.
No one tell anyone how great Jim is.
But
Because that makes no sense.
Elliot's magical helpers must appear to have magical powers. For it is important, the people must fear them. See,
Yes.
your people get to be feared.
Yes, that's why the holy slut from hell is one of them. Because she's like, ooh, people get to fear me and they get to have magical powers.
And it's vital that the people believe that only Elliot and Elliot's holy helpers know Jim.
Holy helpers.
Yeah. That would give Elliot incredible power and riches. Now Elliot's getting the big picture. To pull this off, the people must look to Elliot for spiritual guidance.
Oh boy, yes. Look to me for spiritual guidance.
They must become Elliot's children, and Elliot must become their papa.
My children, look to me for spiritual guidance. Listen to Archgoat and drink a lot of beer.
Will they love Elliot? Yes, if they want to live.
That sounds. Hey, bitch! If you want to live, you'll love me.
Rape scene number 35. Now all we need is a gym for the people. Only one they can see and touch and pray to.
Jim's invisible.
Here it is, a cookie.
It's not even a good flavor cookie. Are you eating, Jim?
What? Elliot said. Are you insane? Nobody will believe that. They did in ancient Egypt and it worked. And believe me, my friend, Elliot can do it again. Our hardest job.
Friend. Ellie can do it again.
Our hardest job will be to convince the people that this is their gym, and we'll do that with magic.
This is your gym. You know, your lost kid. This is what I did to him.
Yeah. By the time Elliot puts his plans into effect, the people will die for this gym. They will kill for Jim, love Jim, kiss Jim, because they will believe Jim is Jim Almighty.
Jim is Jim
Almighty.
I don't like this. You're getting too much power.
I know. In Egypt, people worship the Elliot. They called it the Great Elliot.
Sweet.
On the altars of Egypt were round-shaped wafers made of unleavened Elliot.
That was quite painful, actually.
Egyptians priests would pray over the little Elliots to make them unholy.
Unholy Elliot.
Then they told the people that a miracle had happened. They claimed that the wafers had turned into the flesh of the Elliot.
Oh my God, it's still moving.
And then the people ate their Elliot. This is known today as Elliot kike. Well, it lost its effect, didn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Even though it tasted like testicles, no one dared to question the priests.
Don't call the priests.
And people had to say it was Elliot because everyone else did. This was very successful.
You will say what I want you to say.
Elliot loves it. If they could do it, then so can we. My friend, if we pull this off, our cookie will become a death cookie. For anyone who opposes our unholy work.
Unholy work.
And so the unholy work began. Elliot and his unholy helpers put on religious costumes and people were dazzled.
This is my holy slut from hell. Her name is Holy Slut from Hell.
Yeah. We are here to pray for your souls. I am your Elliot, and you are Jim's children. Oh, great. You're sticking with how many paternity suits now?
Yes, well, sorry. Just do what Deathclaw does.
Yeah. And the people believed Elliot. Today, the holy slut from hell, will perform a miracle right before your eyes. Step a little closer. This looks like an ordinary cookie. It is. But watch the magical powers of my holy whore and see what happens to it. Watch, children, as we shove it inside her vaginal orifice.
Ow.
We call this kink. Hocus pocus dommy nocus.
That was lame. That was the lamest fucking thing I've ever heard. That was fucking.
You were just extremely high that day?
Well, apparently, and she just looks at me like, you motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
That was just too lame. The gym put on a great show. Only the cookie didn't appear to change. It still looked like an ordinary cookie
Smelled
shoved
a little different.
inside someone's vagina.
Smelled different.
Just a tad. See, it happened. Now you can eat your gym. This is the miracle Elliot promised you.
Yay, miracle. It's a fucking miracle. That's what it is.
We call it Death Cookie.
Scrambles the death dealer.
Out of fear, the people bowed to this strange new cookie and served it.
It's like holy slut from hell.
Hocus pocus dommy nocus.
And she's just like, remind me to beat this shit out of you when we get home.
Yeah. The holy Elliot knew at last that he had absolute control over the people. He had pulled it off.
I pulled it off, and unfortunately I didn't pull out, but I pulled it off.
They changed the name Jim to Elliot. They told
Sorry,
people that the only way to heaven was through Elliot. If you don't obey Elliot, we won't let you eat the Jim's cookie anymore. And that means you'll lose your immortal souls. The people were afraid of the Elliots and their magic because the cookie Jim meant life or death to them.
That's some belly button logic right there.
I know. Elliot, if the people ever read what's in the Jim's insane ramblings, they will find out that Elliot tricked them. What should we do?
Unfortunately, they can't because Jim accidentally wrote his upside down. So it literally just looks like blah 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 blah.
Get my Elliot advisor. He will tell us what to do.
I am the Elliot advisor to the holy Elliot.
Hurry, we could lose everything. Jim's the only one I trust. Okay, Elliot.
I don't trust Jim.
Here's what we must do. Convince the people that the drunken rantings of Jim are dangerous. And that Elliot is here to protect the children.
Even though I can't actually read anything of what he says.
I know.
because it just looks like blah 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 robot.
Tell them that only the Elliot understands the Jim's insane writings. That's
I'll just make shit up.
what it sounds like. And if the people ever read the Jim's insane writings, they would go crazy.
I'm reading it, and all I'm seeing is blah 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 robot taco fish.
Something like that.
Doesn't make me go crazy. It just makes me think someone was insane. What the fuck's a robot taco fish?
Elliot kept the children in darkness by not telling them about Jim's first commandment,
Tell your children not to walk my way. Oh.
which said, God hates you. And
No, Jim, no. That's not what it says. It says, God hates us all.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any condom that will break, or any likeness of Jim's rectum that is in his bowels,
Worship
or
this
that,
God.
or that is in his feces beneath, or that is in the urinal water where he is urinating.
The feces beneath.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to something that Jim forgot to put in here.
Because he was too busy writing about robot taco fish.
Nor serve the robot taco fish. For I am the Jim, thy Jim, and I am a jealous Jim, visiting the iniquity of the Elliots upon the Elliots onto the third and fourth generation of them that hate Elliot.
Why does thou hate me?
you this is like 4 generations of yourself that hate yourself.
I hate myself again. I am so tired of hating myself.
And showing hatred unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Even though they have never read it because I won't let them.
I know. Jim became so rich and powerful that even kings were afraid of her. Wait, so I'm a chick again.
Get a chick again.
Then one day, one of the Elliots found the intoxicated ramblings.
Bruh, 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 bruh. Eating candy from babies. What?
What's this? It looks interesting. Let's see what it says.
It's
and
covered in drool.
And then shit hit the fan.
That would be awesome if it actually said that. All of a sudden, Jack Chick just like, and then shit hit the fan.
Well, it says, and then it hit the fan.
I know. I'm just saying. I think it'd just be funny if he actually let it slip.
Yeah. Listen to these insane rantings. Jim said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Jim but by the Jim.
Ugh. You seem to like. Never. Well, you are a chick, so I guess.
Elliot said he was the way.
I still am. Don't listen to that thing.
This also says we are justified by Jim.
See, yeah.
We've been tricked. So
isn't it funny how in the mind of Jack Chick, because some book says it, they're just automatically going to believe what this other book says.
Mm-hmm.
They just say, oh, we must not be true then.
For Elliot so hated the world. That's you.
I hate the world.
that he gave his only begotten Jim, that whosoever, that's you, believeth in Jim should not Elliot in the lake of fire, but have everlasting Jim in the toilet.
I have to spend eternity in a toilet.
Someone does. Elliot read, "Believe onto the Jim, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house shall burn."
You'll be saved, but I'll burn down your house. Okay, you're saved now. Holy shit.
And Elliot shall speak the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The truth is, I blew up your garage.
So was it about the death cookie? That's true now.
No, the truth was that I blew up your garage after I saved you.
I think the people just read these insane ramblings and now are back to square one. Should we believe him? Because Jim said to. Wait, what?
Just believe me. I want to burn down your house.
After he said not to trust him, it's like, believe him? Don't believe him. I don't know.
Do it. Do it.
At supper, Jim said, "When you eat this bread and drink this cup, do not shit in my toilet afterwards."
And I said, Jim, we're not drinking the cup. We're drinking what's inside the cup, you fucking moron. I thought you drank the cup.
To show the Jim's death until Jim comes.
Wait, so he's dead until he comes? What the fuck? So you're dead, and then all of a sudden you ejaculate and wake up.
Then it's symbolic. The Elliot has lied to us, but you're supposed to believe him. I said so.
I am the father of lies, the creator of truth.
Yeah. The Elliots passed laws to stop this message from spreading.
Don't read the insane rantings. Read my insane rantings. Now bought on Elliot Publications. Chapter 1.
It says that anyone who says the cookie god isn't really Jim must die.
Is that like Santa God?
Apparently.
Santa Claus evolved from Santa God.
Anyone who says it's only symbolic must die. Anyone who doesn't eat the death cookie must die. Eating the death cookie will kill you. Wait.
Anyone who looks at me funny must die.
This was a war to the death.
Yeah, wars are usually to the death.
Yeah. And the naughty children were captured to be purified.
And pureed.
And so the bloodbath began. This is Jim, his blood, his body and soul. The cookie god was actually called the cookie god.
Cookie god? I want cookies now.
I know. No, it's symbolic. Burn him. So wait, now we're changing position. You just changed sides here.
I just want to burn people, okay? But people need an excuse. They won't let me just burn people. I don't know why. Hey, it's mean or something.
And thus began the Inquisition, a battle for the survival of Mother Jim. What happened to Jim's teachings of hate your enemies?
Did someone say Inquisition?
Yeah.
So I have to talk like this.
Mm-hmm. Unspeakable tortures and deaths stalked the gym world with 68 million victims. Jim was in complete control of the gym.
Jim, I think I killed about 68 million of your flock. Is that okay?
That's nothing. See how many I can kill. Do 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 do. Oh.
Good God, man. You're having fun.
Jim describes the gym as the habitation of devils.
The habitation of devils in my sphincter.
The habitation of devils. Using the blasphemous cookie god. Controlling Elliot's people by magic and witchcraft.
Oh, let my people go so I can control them.
If anyone denies that in the sacrament of the most holy Jim, cookie god, are contained truly, really, and substantially the body and blood together with the soul and Elliot of our Jim.
So I'm a sort of metaphysical part of you.
And consequently the whole Jim, but says that Elliot is in it only as a sign or figure of force. Let him be Jim.
Okay.
If anyone says that the Jim of the Jim, cookie god, Jim, the only begotten Jim of Jim, is not adored and worshipped with the worship of Elliot, also outwardly manifested, and is consequently neither venerated with a special festive solemnity, nor is it solemnly borne out in procession according to the laudable and universal rite and custom of the holy Jim, or is not to be set publicly before the Elliot to be adored, and that the adorers thereof are Elliot's. Let it be in Jim.
That makes sense. That whole bunch of bullshit you just read out that I sort of paid attention to. Yeah, that makes sense.
When the cookie is carried in a religious parade and put up for public worship, and Elliot says that is idolatry to adore, love and bow down to it as the Jim Almighty, then Elliot is condemned again as a heretic.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, to be honest.
I know. I don't
I'm
even
just
know
saying like whatever I could say. Just
still having fun though.
Anything that keeps fucking people talking about me.
The creation of the wafer god was one of the greatest Pac-Man in history.
Pac-Man? So wait, the cookie god is Pac-Man. So I guess the people would be the dots, and Satan would be the ghosts.
I guess.
Cherry would be heaven.
See, this is just inside my insane ramblings, and why you've declared my insane ramblings not fit to be read, and that you should just trust. People should just trust your word on
you
it.
You just said Pac-Man is the meaning of life.
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't joking when I declared these people. When I declared these not fit to be read, he declared Pac-Man the look at it.
The message is in there. You have to read between the lines.
He also declared Sims as the meaning of life as well.
Yes, I have. That was in another episode, though. That does not pertain to this canon of ramblings.
Oh God, how many cannons are there?
1 billion people live in terror that it will cost them their salvation if the Elliot denies them the wafer.
Which is Pac-Man.
This religious weapon is one of the most powerful Elliots ever created by Jim.
So you created your insane ramblings.
Yes, I created my own means of destruction and salvation, because now I don't have to put up with all these people bitching at me.
Isn't it great?
It gets better. Because after I said how much I loved it, the Gem hates the Waver God because it is an Elliot. And behind every Elliot is a Gem.
I hate myself and Pac-Man and
But I like Pac-Man.
not anymore. You don't.
The demonic power behind the Wafer God.
So Pac-Man is demonic now.
Yeah, holds the Elliot in bondage, making it very
So I'm
hard
enslaved.
to leave the gym. You're enslaved to me via Pac-Man, the Wafer God.
So this is all revenge because the holy. I said those stupid words and the holy slut from hell. This is her revenge on me.
That is why Jim forbids Elliot worship.
Because I said idiotic words, so you two conspired to enslave me by a Pac-Man.
Yeah. But also remember that time that I gave you the world that took it back because I wanted it after you ate my acid?
Yes.
And then I just didn't care anymore and gave it back to you.
And now you're taking it away again.
Yes. This is just like real life.
See, the thing that scares me is I could possibly actually believe all of this contradictory stuff because they're gods. They work on planes of existence we can't comprehend.
Exactly. Only we can comprehend because we are the gods. Well, I'm the god and you're my blind prophet. So I understand it.
But I'm also God and Satan. And enslaved to Pac-Man.
You're the father of lies and creator of truth. And a slave to Pac-Man, apparently.
Hey, I didn't say Pac-Man. It said Pac-Man. I just ran with it.
Yeah. We're running with that. The Pac-Man is marked for judgment and destruction by the Elliot for Jim against the Lord Jim.
Yeah.
So after we consecrated Pac-Man, we then go out to destroy it.
And all he has to say is, you dicks. Eric's still here?
Yeah, I don't know. Is he?
No.
Look, his avatar is, but he's not speaking.
I think he might have gone into shock.
I think we traumatized him.
I know I would if I had to hear this.
To protect you, the Elliot orders that you leave that Pac-Man system before Elliot destroys it. The cry from Elliot is, come out of her, my people, that ye
Wait.
not be partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of Pac-Man's plagues.
Oh, I get it now. Pac-Man is actually a disguise for the evil slut from hell.
Probably.
This is all her revenge for the hocus pocus dominocus bullshit.
Your priest will try to sweet talk you into staying, But here is what will happen soon. Babylon the Great is fallen.
And I'm trying to get people away from her because I'm jealous.
For Jim hath judged the entirety of the human species, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at the human species' hands.
I like evil.
There is no salvation in the Pac-Man system. And Santa God.
Santa Claus evolved from Santa God.
You must come out.
Come out. Bring out your dead.
That was a good death cookie.
That was a good death cookie. I think I understand it. So, Pac-Man is evil.
But also the meaning of life. So it's kind of like that forbidden fruit thing. But that was LSD.
But she's also the holy slut from hell trying to take revenge on me. Because I said stupid words. So that pissed her off.
Who also gave birth to me and you, but that I don't even know how you gave birth to yourself.
It's sort of like Futurama fries his own grandfather.
Yep.
He didn't do the nasty and the pasty.
That death cookie.
What about Death Claws? Death Claws and Death Cookies and...
I think this is where I'm going to have to call it because I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm tired, so that was fun, though.
Yeah. Yes, it was fun.
We hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then...
I enjoyed it. Because
Yes.
now we've just contradicted every piece of canon about the cult of Jim up to this point, once again. As always, I don't think we can stop that.
Nope.
So it's even more like a real religion.
Yep, pretty much. Anyway, we'll see you later, kids.